W decydującej fazie rozgrywek dość niespodziewanie zabraknie finalistów ubiegłorocznych zmagań na wschodzie Milwaukee Bucks. Przed ostatnimi meczami kozły miały jeszcze szansę na awans do dalszych gier, ale musiały wygrać z Detroit Pistons. Tłoki jednak nie dały Bucks żadnych szans. Mecz Detroit zakończył się wynikiem 123-89. W ostatnim miesiącu koszykarze z Milwaukee przegrali 16 z 22 spotkań.
Game hit from the men in black in the NBA playoffs. We had to break with taking on Indiana. The Nets, #1 seed, expected to take game one of this 5-game series, but the Pacers were ready to play, and so was Jermaine O'Neal. A monster first half for him, 24 points in the opening 2 periods, doing it above the rim. Pacers leading it by 10 at the half. Third quarter, the Knicks mounted a comeback, but Pacers just too strong down the stretch. O'Neal showing he can do it from the outside as well. He had 30 points. The Pacers win game one of this series. The West's #1 seed Sacramento were also tested by Utah. This was a close game. Hidayat Turkoglu doing the damage for the Kings here with a huge slam, but 40-year-old point guard John Stockton still has a few tricks up his sleeve, keeping Utah in it, driving the lane. How about the pass to Jared Collins? The Jazz up 7. The Kings came back. Chris Webber got them within 1, and they would win it by 3. They strike first in that series.
Off the dribble, off the glass, and he gets off the floor to score the 3-point play. He had a game-high 30. The Wolves, Anthony Peeler missing, and then back the other way with Steve Nash. Just beating the halftime buzzer, give them 3, and give the Mavs a 1-0 series lead. They win by 7.
Od dużej niespodzianki. New Jersey Nets, najlepsza drużyna sezonu zasadniczego na wschodzie, przegrała we własnej hali z Indianą Pacers, 8. zespołem tej konferencji. W rywalizacji jedynki z 8 na zachodzie bliscy wygranej byli także koszykarze Utah Jazz, którzy w oglądanym meczu przegrali ostatecznie w Sacramento z miejscowymi Kings 86-89. W pozostałych meczach Charlotte pokonało Orlando, a San Antonio rozgromiło Seattle.
It's easier said than done. Kobe was on fire in the first half, hits the 3 over Patterson, and then Kobe loses Patterson off the screen for the long jumper. 16 first half points, 34 in the game. Third quarter, all Shaquille O'Neal, the slam and the foul a little later. Shaq abuses Dale Davis, another hoop and another foul. Shaq finished with 25 points and 9 rebounds. The Lakers take first blood in this series. We go to Dallas, where Mark Cuban's Mavericks hosted Minnesota in game 1 of their series. Dirk Nowitzki playing in his first playoff game. How's he doing? No jitters whatsoever. Huge two-handed slam there. More from Nowitzki, isolated with Kevin Garnett, and the German takes it to the rack, gets the foul and the hoop. Nowitzki, a star in this game. Time running out in the third. Wolves' Anthony Paler misses the 3. Ball tipped out to Dallas' Steve Nash, and he hits the jumper, nearly from half court. All Dallas all the time. They win it 101-94 in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia in the first game of their playoff series. Boston got some help from Walter McCarty, who hit the shot at the first quarter buzzer. Everything going the Celtics' way as McCarty gets the World Sports Play of the Day.
Iverson made his comeback after a month layoff with injury, but not even he could help the Philadelphia 76ers going down to the Boston Celtics. This in round 1 of the best-of-5 Eastern Conference Series. Boston led 31-28 at the end of the first quarter, thanks to a 3-point basket by Walter McCarty. And the Celtics extended their lead to 54-48 by half-time, despite that 3-pointer by Aaron McKee for Philly. It was the third quarter that decided the contest. The Celtics outscoring Philadelphia 19-11. Boston's 2 heavyweights, Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker, taking control of the game. They finished with a combined 51 points and 18 rebounds. McCarty scored again, and Pierce led top scoring with 31. Game 2 is on Thursday in Boston.
And 9 assists from Jason Kidd. So the New Jersey Nets square things up at 1 apiece in their playoff against the Indiana Pacers. Kidd was on electric form from the outset, setting up Kenyon Martin for a dunk on the break. Reggie Miller held the Pacers' riposte, scoring 26 on the night, that three keeping the visitors in touch in the first. In the second, it was still neck and neck, and Kidd was still dictating the Nets' offence, on this occasion setting up Aaron Williams for 2 of his 15 points on the night. In the third, Miller continued to keep the Pacers in touch, but the wheels were about to come off the Indiana wagon, and that Miller miss led to a quick break orchestrated by Kidd, with Kerry Kittles netting the slam. Melly kept the lead down to 6, but in the fourth, the Nets pulled away to claim a 95-79 victory and square up the playoff 1-1.
Porównali stan rywalizacji z Indianą w pierwszej rundzie play-off NBA. Ubiegłej nocy Nets pokonali Pacers 95-79 i w walce do 3 zwycięstw jest remis po 1. Wśród gospodarzy znów błyszczała gwiazda Jasona Kidda. Zdobył on 20 punktów oraz zapisał na swym koncie 10 zbiórek i 9 asyst. Niespodzianka w San Antonio. Spurs przegrali we własnej hali z Seattle. W rywalizacji tej pary też 1-1.
Seattle Supersonics were playing catch-up against the Spurs. Gary Payton helping the cause with the hoop and drawing the foul. And Payton was on hand again as the Sonics rang the floor, nailing 2 of his 21 points on the night as Seattle took a 4-point lead. And when Payton's pass was deflected to Vin Baker for the lane over Tim Duncan, it was the beginning of the end as the Sonics levelled the best-of-5 series at 1-1 with a 98-90 win. In the
Magic also levelled their first-round series against the Charlotte Hornets. They beat the Hornets 111-103 in overtime. Tracy McGrady got them off to a great start despite his recent problems with back spasms. But Charlotte's Eldon Campbell and David Wesley chipped away at Orlando's big lead and the match went into overtime. McGrady wasn't much of a presence, but Pat Garrity and Tony Hudson both hit big shots to seal Orlando's win.
Jazz faced a Sacramento Kings team many predicted would sweep the series. Andrei Kirilenko striking a note of defiance in Game 2. And the Kings continue to struggle. Chris Webber and Vlade Divac both getting frustrated here, as the Jazz, who lost the opening game of the best-of-5 series, backed their offense with some determined defense. And in the end, it would be Utah's night. John Stockton combining with Kirilenko and Donyell Marshall, who slams it home as the Jazz squared the series with a 93-86 win. Has become the first European player to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award. The Spaniard, who was the league's leading rookie scorer, took the title with 117 of the available 126 votes.
Thomas Choice winning a 117 of the 126 votes.
Zweiter Akt. Wie beim ersten Spiel der Deutsche in der Hauptrolle. Die Fakten: 31 Punkte, 15 Rebounds, Weltklasse. Aber, und jetzt kommt's, Nowitzki mal in einer ganz anderen Rolle. Nicht nur Dreier, nicht nur Rebounds. Der 23-Jährige ist flexibler, mutiger geworden. Er überrascht jetzt öfter ganz gerne mal mit einem Spin-Move.
Das kommt aus der Situation raus. Du ziehst ja jetzt nicht rein und denkst...
Minnesota Timberwolves durchaus sehenswert, aber nicht effektiv genug. Dallas gewinnt mit 122-110. Noch ein Sieg und die zweite Runde winkt.
Wir sind einfach so gefährlich für die anderen, für die Gegner, und die wissen einfach nie, wer am Schluss den Schuss nimmt, und das ist, glaube ich, ein Riesenvorteil für uns. Und wie gesagt, wenn wir so schießen, dann ist es schwer für unsere Gegner.
Es sind zwar noch ein paar Spiele, aber sie sind in dieser Form ein ernstzunehmender Titelfavorit, die Herren Nowitzki und Co.
Klasy. Die Kurven NBA. Grający przed własną publicznością Mavericks pokonali po raz drugi zespół Minnesota Timberwolves, tym razem 122-110. Znakomicie zagrała pierwsza piątka gospodarzy, a najwięcej punktów zdobył Niemiec Dirk Nowitzki, 31. Kolejny mecz odbędzie się w niedzielę w Minneapolis.
Points and had 15 rebounds as the Dallas Mavericks went 2 up in their series against Minnesota. Canada's Steve Nash played his part, going all the way here, getting the layup to fall somehow, and drawing the foul for the three-point play. 17 points and 17 assists for Nash. Michael Finley chipped in with 28 points as the Mavs won by 12. They lead the best-of-5 first-round series 2-0. The Sixth Man of the Year award was presented to Corliss Williamson before Detroit's game with Toronto.
The Pistons also looking to open up a 2-0 lead. Ben Wallace to Jerry Stackhouse, back to Wallace for the dunk. 7 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks for him. Keon Clark keeping the Raptors in it. The reverse slam. Toronto by 3 at the half. But the Pistons stepped it up in the third. Stackhouse led the way with a new career playoff high of 31 points. Detroit 2 up in this series in the East.
Mistrzów NBA postawili koszykarze z Los Angeles. Lakers wygrali z Portland 103-96, a blisko połowę punktów dla ekipy Phila Jacksona zdobył niezawodny duet Shaquille O'Neal-Kobe Bryant. Lakers prowadzą w pierwszej rundzie play-off 2-0, podobnie jak Boston Celtics, którzy ponownie pokonali Filadelfię, tym razem 93-85.
Both Allen Iverson and Paul Pierce would lead their teams in scoring. Pierce, coming off a monster game one, kept the hot hand. 11 of his 25 points came in the first half. Sixers have a pretty good defense, but when Iverson's not scoring, they don't have a lot of options. Iverson, 15 of his game-high 29 in the first half, but not enough. Antoine Walker chipped in with 24. The Celts take a 2-0 lead heading to Philly. Like the Celts, the Lakers are a game away from closing out
on Friday to prove that this is a different Nets playoff team. Game 3 of their opening round series with the Pacers tipped off Friday in Indiana, and New Jersey set the early tone. Watch Kidd get the loose ball on the break. He feeds Richard Jefferson for the big slam. Nets have an early 6-point lead. Second half, though, Pacers go out in front. Reggie Miller gets free, nails the three. He had 30 in the game. Pacers had the lead, but Kidd and company took over late in third. He finds Kenyon Martin there and then nails the fadeaway jumper. 11 assists.
Florida, Tracy McGrady playing with a sore back, as is Baron Davis, but both looked pretty healthy. T-Mac with a game-high 37, but it wasn't enough. Davis took over. He scored 33 points, had 14 rebounds, and dished off 10 assists. And then watch this brilliant individual one-on-one effort. Weaving through traffic, dribbling skills galore. Might have got away with the travel there. A fadeaway, and Charlotte wins in OT by 10.